Hey there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified, and today we are talking about strategy, reviews, and optimization, and specifically how we are reviewing current business strategies and then using a 6-prompt AI sequence inside of BrandOptimizer.AI to review their current strategy and then take the necessary steps to go ahead and optimize that strategy. Now, you can use this same 6-prompt sequence as well in your own business. So first off, if you were to go over to BrandIdentified.com and under our services under optimization and execution, if you scroll down under audits and diagnostics, strategy, reviews, and optimization is one of the services that we offer. If you were to click on this button, you actually can run a free audit and get an assessment over there too. So you can go ahead and click on this audit button and rate your current business strategy and alignment audit based on these set of 10 questions. But what I wanted to show you today is a 6-prompt sequence that we're using in all of our businesses, and you can use right now as well inside BrandOptimizer.AI, which is our custom GPT. So the first of these prompt sequences is a strategy prompt. The second is an execution prompt. The third is an audit and an optimization prompt. The 4th is a template and a tool prompt. The 5th is a role-based prompt. And then the 6th is an integration prompt. So first off, the strategy prompt is help me build a complete strategy for strategy reviews and optimization assessments that aligns with our brand and our business goals. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to copy that first prompt. Then I'm going to head over to BrandOptimizer.AI. So I'll make sure you're not just dumping this into regular ChatGPT. It doesn't have access to the brand identified knowledge base, so you're not going to get the results that you want. So head over to BrandOptimizer.ai, launch the custom GPT. This is going to open up ChatGPT, but inside of the custom Brand Optimizer GPT interface. So I'm going to paste that first strategy prompt into here. It's going to access the knowledge base over at Brand Identified. It's going to give you a quick summary of what it's going to go ahead and do here, and it's going to start to build out the strategy based on that prompt that we gave it. So first off, phase number 1 is to be able to diagnose misalignment and strategy gaps, and it gives you a set of 10 questions that you need to go ahead and answer. Now you can take these 10 questions, answer them, and continue to prompt this before you even move on to the next prompt and really start to build out your entire strategy by yourself. Then also down below here, we have links off to an audit tool that you can take, and then also an assessment tool that you can take. Phase number 2 is we want to align the core brand foundations. Once again, we've got a couple tools you can link off to. One of it is to define your purpose, mission, vision, and value system. The next one is your ideal client and your audience targeting. And the next one is your competitor differentiation and your brand mapping. So if you were to click on each of these links, it's going to send you off to that tool and that audit and assessment. Phase number 3 is a strategic prioritization and focus plan. Once again, we've got some tools and audits right here that you can click on and then move off and take those audits and tools. Phase number 4 is to systematize your strategy and review. Phase number 5 is optimization and continuous improvement. Once again, we've got a couple audit tools and assessments there for you as well. And now we're ready for the second prompt. Now you can continue prompting this specifically with those 10 questions up there with the answers to those 10 questions and continue to build out your strategy. But for right now, we're just going to move on to the second prompt, which is the execution prompt. This one is give me a step-by-step execution plan to implement strategy reviews and optimization assessments effectively in our business. So I'll copy that, drop this into the custom GPT over at Brand Identified, and it's going to access the knowledge base, give me a quick summary here, and then it's going to give me that execution strategy right now. So this is a step-by-step execution plan for strategy reviews and optimization in your business. Step number 1 is to establish strategic review cadence, gives you some actions to do there. Step number 2 is to complete the strategy alignment audit. Once again, it gives you a review across these 5 categories, and it gives you an audit tool that you can click on right there and take that audit tool. Step number 3 is to answer the 10 strategic optimization framework questions. So this is the same questions that it prompted you with before. So you can go ahead and answer these, and it links off to another tool for that. Step number 4 is document strategic priorities, gives you the objective and some steps. Step number 5 is align team around that strategy. So that's the objective and the steps. Step number 6 is to build review and feedback loops. Step number 7 is to integrate that strategy into your execution systems. Step number 8 is to train your team to think strategically. Step number 9 is to optimize it based on what's working. Step number 10 is to systematize the entire process. So that is that full response to that number 2 execution prompt. And like I said, you can continue to prompt this further and get more information based on your strategy. But we're going to move on now to the third prompt, which is your audit and your optimization prompt. And that is audit our current strategy reviews and optimization assessments and recommend improvements or optimizations that we should make. So I'll copy that, paste that into the BrandOptimizer.AI custom GPT. Going to give you my summary of what it's going to go ahead and do, and it's going to start to build out this audit strategy for your business. So starting right here at the beginning, strategy reviews and optimization audit questions. So once again, it's still prompting us to go ahead and answer those 10 questions. So you can continue to answer those 10 questions, but now it's based on that third prompt as opposed to the first prompt and the second prompt that we had added in there. So it's going to give you a little bit different results based on the actual prompt that we gave it. Then it's got a link off to the audit tool again and the assessment tool. And now it's giving you another question here to continue prompting that. That moves us on to the fourth prompt, which is our template and our tool prompt. Now, this is actually going to give you a set of kind of fill in the blank templates or questions that you need to answer and some frameworks and tables to actually start to build out this entire strategy for your business. So that prompt is provide a fill in the blank template or framework that I can use to create or improve our strategy reviews and our optimization assessments. So I'll grab that, I'll paste that into here. And as I mentioned, make sure you're not just dropping this into custom or regular old ChatGPT. It has to be the custom GPT BrandOptimizer.AI. Doesn't have, the regular ChatGPT doesn't have access to, the knowledge base over at Brand Identified. So make sure you're doing that. So now it's giving you some templates, some tools, and some frameworks that you can kind of fill in here. So first off is section number 1. This is a strategic foundation snapshot, asking you some questions here. So your business vision, our long-term vision for the company is to fill in that blank. Your core mission, we operate day to day to achieve our vision by fill in that blank. Top 3 strategic objectives for the year. Fill in those. So once you fill in those, then you can continue to prompt it with the answers to those questions, and it's going to continue moving you forward through the strategy process. Section number 2 is a 90-day strategic plan, gives you an outline template for that. Section number 3 is a KPI and a progress metrics. So it gives you a little table here. So you have your KPI name, you have your target goal, you have the owner of that, and then the frequency, whether that's weekly or monthly. Section number 4, strategy review cadence. So you have your quarterly, your monthly, and your weekly check-ins. Who's involved in that? Each role who's involved in that on your team, quarterly, monthly, and weekly. And then we've got section number 5 here, which is misalignment or gaps to watch out for. Section number 6, if fully aligned, we would. So this was if our strategy, our systems, and our execution were fully optimized, we would, and then you just list all the benefits and the results that you would achieve off of that. Then once again, it's got a link off to a couple great tools and audits here. One of them is a strategy alignment audit tool, and then the other one is a strategy reviews and optimization assessment. All right, that moves us on to the 5th prompt, which is a role-based prompt. This is actually going to take a role or a title or a person within your organization, and it's going to tell them what they need to do to review your strategy and then go ahead and optimize that based on their specific role. So we've got the prompt is how should and you put in the role there, so we'll fill in the role there, approach strategic reviews and optimization assessments in a growing business. So I'll paste that into here. And then I'm just going to switch off the role. For this example, we are just going to make this the marketing manager role, but you can apply this to anybody on your team, any title, everywhere down from onboarding to HR to sales to operations to the CMO to the CFO. Go ahead, paste that in there. So now it's going to build out a kind of a role-based scenario for that specific person. So looking at this right now, strategic role of the marketing manager. This is the objective. Step-by-step approach for marketing managers. So number 1, own the marketing alignment layer. Step number 2, run monthly marketing optimization reviews. We've got links off to a couple audit tools there for you as well, and a marketing plan builder that you can take advantage of. 3 is to participate in quarterly strategic reviews. 4th is to identify strategy gaps or misfires early. 5th is to use data to recommend adjustments. 6th is document and share a 90-day marketing strategy. And then we actually have a quarterly marketing plan builder that you can link off to and take that. It's already set up and ready for you to go. 7 is to close the loop between strategy and execution. And then we've got strategic mindsets to cultivate there. And now we're ready for the 6th and the final prompt. So now that you've prompted everything in this 6-step strategic prompt sequence, we are ready to go ahead and implement the integration prompts. And now you have all the information. Now we're going to show you how you go about integrating this into your business. And this is how does strategy reviews and optimization assessments connect with or support other areas like marketing, sales, and operations. What this is going to do, it's going to take each of those departments, your marketing, your sales, and your operations department, and shows you how to go about applying these strategy reviews to your business within those specific roles or departments. So I'll paste that into here. Send it in. It's going to access the brand identified knowledge base, gives me my summary here, and we're going to start breaking this down based on your marketing department, your sales department, and your operations department. So first off, connection to marketing, how it supports it, how it optimizes it, and here's some tools to go about doing that. Connection to your sales department, how it supports it, how it optimizes it, and here are some tools to help you offer. We've got some tools there. One of them is an offer development and pricing model. The other one is a revenue planning and expansion roadmap audit. And then finally, we've got connection to your operations department, how it supports it, how it optimizes it, and some tools to use there. And then we've got strategy reviews equals central control system. And it just kind of gives you a final results here on what you can go about doing with this strategy. So this is the 6 prompt sequence that I'm currently using for all of our businesses right now. When we're going in, we're looking at their strategy right now, we're applying it, we're reviewing their current strategy, and then we're looking for the holes in the efficiency and how we can optimize that and make it even better. But you can actually run through this 6 prompt sequence yourself using BrandOptimizer.AI. So head over to BrandOptimizer.AI, drop in this 6 prompt sequence, and start reviewing your strategy today and optimizing it for your business.